Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Including on the heels of Mariah May and Bear Bronson and Abaddon all leaving AEW, we have Carlito and Truth both leaving WWE as their contracts are expiring and not being renewed.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you're bringing people in, you have to. When you make additions to a roster, you have to make subtractions. And I was surprised with Carlito in the sense that he's in the middle of he's in the Judgment Day thing, and they have regular TV time. R-Truth, not so much. I mean, he's been around for a long time, and I think a lot of people were surprised. But when you really look at it, between the age and the fact that he's not, he's just in there for quick cameos. It's not like he's in weekly storylines or anything like that. So I wouldn't be, and there's others. I think that anyone who's on that kind of borderline right now, with so many people being brought up, you've got to consider. I mean, they're going to have a certain number of people on the roster, and every time you hear someone coming in, whether it's from AEW or if they're coming in from NXT, then somebody on the bottom level, if you're not being used in a program, and you're not like this major superstar, you're in danger. And older is worse than younger. I mean, obviously. So those were they're just choices. There's numbers. They're looking at the numbers, and they're looking at how many do we have to cut, or how much money do we have to cut. And those were the picks. Those were the Levesque picks, and that's what it is. I know a lot of people. I don't think they lose anything by losing Carlito. R-Truth is really funny.
Well, the Carlito one is weird because with Truth, it's like they did that last big run. He had the big short feud with John Cena. They had the Saturday Night's main event match, and then he lost. And
he lost Jeff Cobb.
But with Carlito, it's like he wasn't doing anything, but like they were in the middle of doing a storyline with him and Raquel. Like they'd been working on this for months, and you would have thought that, well, if they knew his deal was coming up in 2 weeks, we could have got it going, but they didn't. I guess they could write it off tomorrow and next week. I mean, his contract hasn't expired yet.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know. Usually when we hear about these guys being gone and they say it, like if you're not, put it this way, if you're going to be back, I mean, the usual protocol, which is why it's kind of a surprise to me, especially with Carlito, is that if you're in this situation, they send you out there, you usually get massacred in some way, and they blow you off, and then they'll tell you, oh, by the way, you're not being renewed. So it's surprising, because usually they don't bring you back when they announce this. Usually that's pretty much it. They may bring them back.
Well, he was the one that announced it.
No, but usually they don't tell you.
Well, I mean, no, hold on a second. His contract was expiring.
Yes.
So he would have been involved in negotiations. And if it was clear that he was not going to get what he wanted, well, he would know he's not coming back after the next 2 weeks. So he went public with it today. I mean, maybe they intended to write him off over the next 2 weeks, and he was like, nah, I'm going public with it. And
but that's not how they do it. They don't tell you. They don't tell you until they've blown you off. Because what if you just don't decide, I'm going to no-show?
Well, that's what maybe he did.
Well,
again, this is different from being cut because he has to negotiate a new deal. Yeah. Like if his contract is due in 2 weeks and they're like, we'll give you $75,000. He's like, I ain't taking $75,000. I mean, he knows he's not coming back. He knows he's done. They don't have to tell him.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Well, they probably negotiate with you until the very end and then pull the rug. I mean, that's how it's done.
Well, these 2 weeks left, and whatever they were negotiating, he wasn't down with it. That seems clear.
Well, it seems that okay, if it was one guy in the middle of nowhere, that's one thing. They're cutting people. It's their call. And he didn't say, like if he said, I decided not to renew, he didn't say that. He said that my contract's up. I mean, they told him. His deal is like Sonya Deville's deal. It's like, you're up. we're telling you, we're not going to use you anymore. That's how it's done.
Hey guys, did you love this clip? If so, you should join our channel. Just hit the join button and you'll have full access to every single show that we do. Wrestling Observer Live, Wrestling Observer Radio, The Brian and Vinny Show, all of them in full HD, full length, plus archives of all of your favorite shows. Click join today and don't miss out.